Greetings and welcome to the channel that is known as Terror of the Twin Sun. Welcome to your monthly reading, my dear Taurus. This is for the energy of Taurus, the month of September 2020, and this is a 9-card spread. The Great Mirror shall emerge. Take what you will, only take what resonates and leave the rest. Yes, there will also be an extended for the intentions as well as the feelings and the projections of the other, your significant other. So the Great Mirror is a tool used to essentially pull up certain visions that have to do with karmatic responsibilities as well as projections of images, what's going on in terms of the apparent vision of things, the hidden as well as the unseen will emerge. I'll also be building, apart from the Great Mirror, a bridge of karma, essentially something that you could be walking or burning accordingly. You don't have to walk it, but essentially it's for the month of September and the energies that lie in there. Okay, interesting. Hierophant is here. That is your energy. This is the energy of your significant other, and we'll pull up the mirror in just a moment. Firstly, I would like to go into the bridge. Oh. 2, 4, 7, 7, 8. Okay, this may have to do with a connection that you no longer are feeling as much as you used to. You may be torn on essentially getting what you want, what you desire, or perhaps these are being negotiated in some sort of way. Perhaps you are fed up in general with the illusions of such things that have to do with your 7th house, anything that has to do with the illusions of Scorpio, the depths as well as the complexities, the many options of intensities are here, especially connections that are nostalgic that need to be purged out in a certain way. 6 of Cups in reverse. You as the Queen of Rods is essentially perhaps making a choice of burying something completely or perhaps totally moving on without sort of surrendering to the cycle that should have reached a proper ending, but it didn't. This will help you to formulate and be who you truly are in terms of your abundance as well as your resources. There's something about the detachment from you and the energy of significant others from the past, whether they're karmic partners or soul tethers. These are very deep. There is a possibility also that you will rise to a sense of power by avoiding certain things, motivations of the mind. Finding that hard work will help you to create something that you so truly desire in terms of something that is guided by the heavens. Okay, that is the bridge. Now, you have come into a type of empowerment, okay, in the month of September. This will help you, my dear Taurus, to essentially use any of your elementary sort of forces that are operating in your life, water, fire, earth, air, and space, and control these in a certain way with your core desires, okay, your heart's desires. You seem committed to something here, committed to perhaps something from the past or significant other who is essentially in the point of revisiting something that was offhandedly sort of neglected, some offer of some sort. You seem to be still devoted to this, either the person or the promise itself, in an intellectual way, and you are moved by a bit of the emotional undertones that are here, especially if you've given them something and are trying to get it back in some sort of way, especially when it comes to broken hearts or anything that has to do with the opening of the canal of fire within your chest. There is a possibility that there is an artificial or perhaps a novel complexion to this whole thing, whatever it may be. It could be the cutting, say, of the cutting action of, say, uh, delirious, mutual delirium, a contribution of various levels of not seeing eye to eye in terms of what love is possibly here. But you are devoted to the idea of it, or at least devoted to at least finding some sense of retribution in it all. Perhaps some of the etheric cord is coming back to for you to understand and process a bit of the truth that is trying to be seen here. There's a lot of artificial sort of cutting that is going on the conscious level. So thoughts and communication may be one-sided or highly subjective in some sort of way between you and this person. Not very good communication, emotional baggage, and the conjuring up of promises left aside in some sort of way. We'll go into the extended for a bit more of that complexion, the promises. Also here on the soul level, we have Jupiter very heavy in terms of you giving to this connection as well as to something else. There's something very, very expansive about you, and you may have a dualistic sort of truth or truth bringing, the expansion of certain ideas and philosophies in the present moment. You may have acted upon these within this connection, but also may have been giving to another party or another part of yourself that needed attention. This person represents some very stagnant energy. Essentially, they have made a prison of their mind, or through a type of thoughtlessness or diversion or aversion of certain emotional undercurrents. You are being the harbinger of the great lightning that comes from Jupiter in order to transform and convert certain structures within their lifestyle that have become prisons for them. And at the same time, there's a need to embrace change, but the huge stubbornness on this end. Not only that, there's a bit more on the subconscious realm that we'll understand. There's a great secret here that has to do with the Atala card, as well as Virgo is strong here. The High Priestess is here, as well as Taurus, Libra, and Virgo I've mentioned, and Pisces, and Cancer. The water houses are strong here. Scorpio is strong here. Your 7th house is here, as well as its connection to the 8th house. It's a non-verbal connection, especially on the soul level. It cannot be totally said. Memories cannot be recultivated, but the memories that you bring, or at least your diverted attention in terms of the lightning bolt you bring, the lightning bolt tends to divert and to become a stream in many different ways. That's the lightning bolt. There's an expansive sort of grounding element here that has to do with the energy of Virgo. Pure devotion is here, but silent, pure devotion in a silent way. The method is strong here in this connection, and I think you are helping them, or at least trying to bring them down a notch in a way. They could be a bit arrogant in their own spiritual inclinations, whatever that may mean for you. We'll look deeper into the mystery of the High Priestess, as well as in the extended, the sort of devotional aspects that are here. Now, yeah, that's the thing. I think you're no longer willing to contribute to this connection. And not only that, there's something that you want to move. It's like you don't really want to move on from it, but you want to understand your role in it, which has been quite distant, but also garbed in some sort of higher purpose within this connection, somehow in one way, shape, or form. At one point, you were trying to be useful for this person, but now there's like a type of stagnation that you want to embody so that you can understand in stillness the method that you may have used, or perhaps that they are using on you. Now, the emotional connection is strong, but this person is generally speaking, the Four and the Seven of Cups, they don't know what they totally want in terms of an emotional connection, but they are emotional regardless. Okay, I think you're more grounded than this person is, which is a good thing. They want to bring a type of truth, or you want them to bring a type of truth, or perhaps you want them to make some sort of communication. And in stillness, you want to respond accordingly. I don't think you're willing to offer this person the devotion that you once did, and it was a slow and steady devotion. But they are lost in the clouds, and I think they want to remain there. Something about their options are infinite and self-replenishing. This person is not narcissistic, but they are certainly spiritual in some sort of way. You are also spiritual, but in a grounded way, and you're here to teach them a lesson about some sort of devotion that should be covered in the extended. I'll look into more of the advice and the challenges in the extended as well. I thank you, my dear Taurus. Hopefully this resonated. Just email me if you would like the extended for a small donation. Thank you. Bye-bye.